folks, so here it is, the 2024 Northstar TC650. This pop-up camper is the second smallest that they offer. And this one's gonna have a base dry weight of 1,400 pounds. This one's geared towards those full-size trucks with a short bed. That can either be a ultra short bed at 5.5 to 5 foot 10 inches, or your standard short bed, 6 foot 4 inch to 6 foot 10 inch. This one's gonna have a floor length of 7 feet by 48 inches wide. And then I'm gonna go ahead and list off the specs on the screen here, so feel free to pause the video as needed for those. So let's go ahead and dive into this. Okay guys, so there are a ton of different options that you can get on these Northstars. I'll go ahead and list on the screen the options that this particular unit has. And then I'm also gonna go ahead and list off all the other options that you can get on these truck campers. Feel free to pause the video and review those as well. Now, a couple unique things about Northstar, comparing it to its competitors out there, are, well, a few things. So this brand was founded in 1961 and it's been family owned and operated ever since. They offer 4 models in pop-up truck campers, this being the second smallest that they offer. Now, a couple subtle differences that are going to set this apart from the competition. Up top here, notice you've got cast iron corners here. It's going to give this unit way more structure, and it's going to prevent having any issues opening and closing over time. Also, notice your trim. So this piece here that runs along the outside, that is aluminum, whereas a lot of its competitor brands are going to use plastic. And then on top of that, they're drilling the marker lights into the aluminum versus just plastic. Now this one's optioned with the Sub-Zero package, so you're going to get a much thicker canvas material. So if you are going to be using this in any cold weather, it's going to help with that. But another thing is that canvas extends about 2 inches underneath the seam here, so it's going to make for, again, a much more sturdy build longevity wise. This uses real plywood construction, and you don't have to pop this unit up to use it. So you can leave it in the closed position and still get in and out and use it as you'd like. Another thing that's kind of unique to Northstar and kind of the higher end truck campers is this one has a reinforced floor. So Palomino, for example, you can't just leave it in this position like you see here. I don't have any support underneath the floor. It's just sitting on the jacks. Whereas other truck campers, you have to have some sort of base that they always have to be on, and they are not freestanding. So this one, technically, you could take this to your campsite, take it off, leave it at camp, just take your vehicle, and then come back, and you can just use it like it's standing right now. So pretty cool. This one also allows you to do normal warranty work on it. So it's gonna use pretty much standardized parts in the industry, so that means you can get work done pretty much anywhere on these versus having to only take it to Northstar. And then you do get a reinforced back wall, so let me show you that. So what I mean by that is, notice how although your door is a little bit shorter on these truck campers, they do it for a reason. They want this back wall to be one solid continuous piece. That way there's no flex in your back wall. You'll notice some of the competitor brands, although they'll have a slightly taller door, it comes up to here, comes up to here, but now you've lost a lot of that structural integrity. So those are just a couple things I wanted to highlight. I'll highlight a few more as we do the walk around, but let's go ahead and get to the nitty gritty. All right guys, so we are on the driver's side here, so we'll just kind of walk around the unit. I'll show you a few things and then we'll end on the inside here. So up front, you're gonna notice your typical 6-gallon water heater here, nothing special. And then you've got your access panels to your appliances from the inside. This does use Dometic appliances. Outdoor shower here, nice to see that. And then this is, of course, access to your furnace. Now looking underneath here, you'll have a little bit of wiring going on here. That's where your 7-way can be held when you're not using it. And then notice this one has a riser kit on it. So keep in mind, some trucks have taller cabs than others, and so you want to make sure you've got 2 to 3 inches of clearance over the cab of your truck to allow for any flex. So that is an option from the factory, and we can also build a riser kit for just about any truck camper. There's a vent for the battery there. And then take note, you will need to get external tie downs that are frame mounted. You cannot use straps for this. City water connection is going to be in this right here. These are just manual happy jacks here, so you can just use a drill and crank those up. There is an option to get powered jacks. This one's actually pre-wired, so you could always just add that in the future as well. So that's an option. Coming around to the rear, you'll have these little access doors on both sides, so that way you can reach into the side of your bed if you have something inside that you need access to. And then you've got your 7-way here. So you will need a 7-way on your truck in order to run this. It used to be that your 7-way connector had to be in the bed, but they've extended this here so that you can use just your standard 7-way. 110 on the back here. This is going to be where your propane tank is housed. It's a 20-pound propane tank there. And then your other access door there. Nice LED rear lights. You do have an external camp light here as well, one on each side. Nice sturdy grab handle as well. These do not come with steps, so you have to order those with the camper or just order them on Amazon, however you want to do that. Now, one thing to note with the pop-up, it can support 300 pounds on the roof when it's in its closed position, and it can support 100 pounds on the roof when it's open like it is. All right, so coming around to the passenger side here, not a whole lot to show you, but I'll show you anyway. All righty. We'll walk around to the front here. You do get a nice little window in the front. Nice big rubber bump stops on the front as well, or bumpers, whatever you want to call them. Alrighty. So that's pretty much it for the outside, you guys. Let's head on inside and I'll show you what makes this truck camper special. All right, guys, so hopping inside the TC650, we'll start off with the kitchen area here. So this one's gonna have a Dometic stovetop. It is a glass top, 2-burner stove, 1 compartment sink here with a nice detachable faucet head there. Nice little spice rack as well. And then your thermostat located in the kitchen as well. Now you can use this space up here as prep space. It does sit a little tall, but it does open, and you've got a little mirror here for the lovely ladies out there that need to have a mirror. Nice refrigerator. It's a Dometic. And then you'll have a little freezer compartment just above that. Nice to see it. You will have power here as well in the kitchen space. And then notice your cabinetry. All of your doors and whatever you want to call these drawers, you just press on them and then it pops out and then you can open them. That's nice for when you're driving down the road. You don't have drawers and your cabinet doors flying open all the time. So lots of storage space in the kitchen here. Access to some of your plumbing under there. And then you'll have even more storage underneath. All right. So that's pretty much it for the kitchen area here. Panning around, you'll have additional storage under the bed here. So these just open up. You've got little cubbies underneath. Same thing on this side. Very nice. Coming next to the fridge, you do have a charging station here, so you'll have 12 volt and then some USBs to charge your devices. Little access panel here for some of your plumbing lines. And then, let's see if I can get in here. You'll have some light switches here. You've got your water heater switch. Now this one does use the Ryco lift system. So that pop top is electric. You just press and hold that button and that's what's gonna open and close this whole unit here. Here's your converter box with all of your fuses and relay switches. And then you do have a battery disconnect located just there. So nice to see that that's from the factory that way. Underneath this panel that you would normally step on to get up into your bed, this is where the battery compartment is. You can pretty easily fit 2 batteries in here. 3 might be a stretch. And then of course you've got your water tank under here as well. Alrighty. Okay. Looking at the dinette area here. Nice little dinette. This does turn into a small bed. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch in a photo of what that looks like. All right, now that we got to see what that looks like, take a look at how many windows are in this unit. So not only do you have this nice big acrylic window here, which has some really good functionality. I'll go ahead and set this tripod down so you guys can see. There we go. So you've got these 2 latches here, just undo those. That's your bug screen there. And then you can pull up on it and you've got your blackout shade with a reflective material on the outside. But then this window also opens up by switching these 4 latches here. And that opens up and it has a few different settings to where you can leave it at. So really, really cool how all that's just built right in. Alrighty. So let's take a look at the sleeping area. This is a queen size bed. You've got this grab handle here. Now check this out. If I lift this up, look at all this storage under your bed. Tons and tons of storage. It does have these gas struts that'll keep it up. So super nice. And then you're also going to have these little storage compartments on either side. So those just open up and those run the whole length of the bed as well. And you'll have that on both sides. Now this space where your bed is, you've got 23 inches from your mattress to the ceiling. So plenty of room to slide up in there and not feel claustrophobic. And then here's a good look at those other windows around the canvas here. So those will also have bug screens built in. So it goes all the way around the camper here. And then there is one back here. I have it shut at the moment, but another window there. Now just above that, you do have a max air fan up top here. So this one does not have an air conditioner on it. So this is a must in the summertime to get some fresh air through the cabin here. Anyway, guys, that is the TC650. I know I didn't cover everything in the video, but hopefully this is a good overview and look at this model. If you have any questions about this truck camper or maybe any of the other models, I'll be making videos on those soon, so stay tuned. But yeah, feel free to drop a like on this video if you like this kind of content. Leave a comment down below if there's anything I didn't cover that you'd like addressed. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.